Hi, this is Dmitry from Tritao Cosmo. We're a company from Aveiro, Portugal, and we specialize in building custom titanium bikes. And if you've been following our channel, you should have seen that most of the bikes that we build are gravel, kind of adventure touring bikes. And this time, I'm showing you something really unusual for what we usually do. So this is a lady e-bike, and this is the first time we ever built something like this. Um, it doesn't look like an e-bike, right? And this is what we tried to do. Uh, Up until this day, there were no systems that would allow a battery to be mounted in a relatively normal down tube. And I've always hated the way the modern e-bikes are when the huge battery is mounted in the huge oversized down tube, and the bicycle looks like a motorbike or like a moped. No longer, thanks to Mahle X20 system, together with Reynolds, they worked out a battery and a system that can fit into a steel or a titanium bike, and this is it. It's marvelous. I'm really happy the way it worked out. Totally minimalistic. You can never say, well, until you like look really closely, that it's an e-bike, and it is. Nice ocean view here in Vagueiro. So the bike, as you could guess, the battery is located in the down tube, and apart from the battery, actually there's a bunch of wires and brake line, obviously. So this system will give you up to 120 kilometers of range, but you can also mount an extension battery here, which is connected here, and that will give you up to 200 kilometers of range. The control button is here. That's basically the only way to turn it on. So you press it, and it's alive. And you can change the power modes, and it also shows you the charge. So pretty simple system. Once you're riding, the front light is on. It's a supernova light, and we've done our best to hide the cables, all the wiring inside. And thanks to the data DCR system, we used it this time, and as we normally do with our gravel bikes. And as you can see, the cockpit is really clean, because I personally hate those, those bikes that have like numerous cables sticking out. It's just ugly. This one is really clean, and it's actually easy to service. This system is pretty like, it's kind of easy compared to other integration systems out there. So the second major component in this assistant system is the motor. It's the hub motor, and it gives you 55 newton meters of torque, and it's connected directly to the dropouts. So basically the dropouts are proprietary, and you can see the connector here. So when you remove the wheel, the system disconnects. You don't have to connect any special anything, and when you put it back on, it's connected. So it's pretty simple and clean. For this bike, we 3D printed those dropouts. We designed and 3D printed those dropouts. So these are Hope brakes, 160 mounting standard. And we have the built-in light system with supernova new light. And so everything is hidden and integrated, but here in this chainstay, there is a brake line, there is a wire for the light, and the power wire for the motor, and it all fits. It's been quite a challenge, but we made it. We made it work. Here is the port for charging and connecting the extension battery, nice and clean. This bike has fender mounts, and we will install them later, so it will be nice and clean in the bad weather. Up front is the Deda um, Jera DCR fork with a D-shaped steerer, and the Hope brakes, carbon rims by Speeder, Pirelli tires. The seat post is a titanium with offset, and the saddle is a Brooks C19 cambium. Oh yeah, this one is a wolf tooth with QR. So we wanted to give an idea that this is an e-bike, and some of the parts are anodized in blue, and the frame with some little details. So the drivetrain on this bike is SRAM X01 AXS with Garbaruk 1052 cassette and 44T 44.2 sprocket up front. Nice. You know what? Funny thing is, with the amount of assistance from this system, you don't really need that much of the range. But what's good about this system is that you can install standard wheels, like standard rear wheel on this bike, remove the battery, and that's it. You will get 3.2 kilos of the bike, and it will just be a normal bike. So, I kind of like it. It should be rideable in maybe 20 years. Kind of nice. The drive side dropout is UDH, compatible with T-type derailleur. So normally Mahle would install a speed sensor here, but it's not compatible with UDH. So we had a bottom bracket by Mahle that has the sensor, so it takes the data all the time, and it's really, really sensitive to your ride. By the way, the battery is mounted using these two screws, so it's held really properly inside the down tube. And if you remove the crankset, you can slide it down, and you get a normal bike. Well, you also gotta install the standard rear hub or just the wheel. But I kind of like this concept. Nice. The fork also has some blue details, and Hope Pro 5 hub, also blue, of course. Uh, the light system is powered by the internal battery, of course, the one that is powering the motor, so you don't need a dynamo hub. So this bike ended up at 12.8 kilo, which is really light for a city bike with e-drive. And apart from that, it rides so cool. It really can take you up the hill so easily. I test rode it. It's something crazy. I mean, I've ridden e-bikes before, but this thing is super light. And I know there's different opinions on assisted e-bikes, and people who prefer like classic bikes, they don't really like them, some of them. But I can see a niche for this kind of bikes. You know, there are people, like their partners, where one of them is, you know, is not fit as the other one, but they still would love to ride bikes. They would still love to enjoy the sensation of riding. And sometimes when you ride, you know, there are hills, and this kind of bike literally just takes you up. And like if you want to ride in a group and you're not fit enough, uh, that thing will help you, and you will keep enjoying your bicycle life for much longer than you would normally do. So I think that's a good thing for those who need it. And I've met people who are, you know, older in their age, and they so much love this new thing, which is not really new anymore, but new in titanium. It really, you know, prolongs their bicycle life, and they're really happy. So this one is a lady bike, and we are building right now a few other projects with this system. And these are going to be like classic gravel bikes, but with Mahle e-drive. And you know, uh, keep following us, and expect more videos soon. Thank you very much, and enjoy. Bye bye.